Well, hello again, everybody. Welcome back. And today we are going to check out, my intention is to check out what kind of warrior energy we could just borrow for a bit here. It's pretty weird times. Movies where the hero swooshes in and helps the vulnerable people. I feel like we could use a little bit of that energy. So I thought, let's find what kind of where energy might be hanging around to help us and maybe how to manage that. So I don't know, never done this before, but we're going to do it. So I don't know if we're going to have 3 or 4. There's one. Do a few readings here. It just feels like everything is like there's no sure's anymore. One day the time goes so fast, and the other next day it's like you had 3 extra hours at the end of the day. You can't believe it's only 5 o'clock. It feels like 8 or 9. And other times an hour lasts exactly 15 minutes. I think we're going to do 4. Okay, so we're going to do 4 readings and see which one you're drawn to. I think I'll give you the opportunity to view them turned over as well. If you'd rather choose intuitively, choose your pick right now, and you can fast forward through the rest or possibly use the timestamps to get to the first, second, third, fourth reading. So let's do that. I'm just going to take a pause here and let you go if you don't want to see the cards. Okay, here are our cards. Ooh, Peacekeeper, David, Shapeshifter, and She-Wolf. Now, I feel like a lot of you be like, yep, I picked the right one, because you probably chose which pile, and now you're going, yeah, that's the right one. So thanks for watching. And of course, this is timeless whenever you find it. So stay tuned and let's see what's going on. Take care. Welcome to the first reading. You chose the Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. So interesting, this is about borrowing some warrior energies, because right in the description, it says there's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But it talks about how the truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important this time to avoid arguments and heated discussions. So you are borrowing the warrior energy of the Peacekeeper. So this is kind of hard when you know the truth is important for people because it's going to help them. Sometimes it's best to wait, and that's what this is really talking about. So that is pretty interesting. Okay, we're gonna get a whole display here and see what's going on with that. So this feels personal. Get some more of those later, but for now, I'm just going to use a few decks to get an idea. This actually kind of takes the burden off, because you kind of feel responsible for helping people all the time, and like, oh, if only they knew this, it would help them so much. The King of Water. And the 8 of Fire. Open your heart and mind to those around you. Events moving at a fast pace. I feel like things are going to start speeding up for you here, and you're kind of wanting to get this it's kind of squared away because you know there's going to be a busier time coming. You've got two major arcana cards flying out here. That represents major changes, just as we mentioned. So we have the Lovers and the High Priestess, and in this case, it says have patience, listen to your intuition, consider carefully what you want before acting. So I feel like it's a good time to just take a pause, and this is about making decisions too. Intimate relationships, carefully weigh your decisions, and good health. So it's exciting to bring forward like this news, but some people aren't ready to get it yet. And I feel like you know that, but you've been wanting to get your point across. So far, everything is pointing to hang on, the truth will come out in the end and in divine timing, maybe. So sometimes we want to help, but we're helping less by over helping. And this is protect that which you've created, have courage and believe in yourself. The Nine of Wands is like, yeah, you've been through a lot. You want to share an easier way with people, or a way that's going to help everybody, but just hang on. Let's see what your tarots say. Balance, we've got Temperance, the Moon, and the King of Swords. Wow. So I feel like there's going to be some clarity, but it's not till after this confusion ends. You've got the confusion of the moon, and it's not always fun. The moon's not always fun. It's some hidden things that may not yet be discovered. And as we mentioned, people might not be ready for what you want to bring to them yet. So they might be coming down on you hard, and you want to prove that, no, this is true. I want to let you know. But if you can power through this is one of the hardest things to achieve. It really is, if you ask me, to know that you're being kind of come down on for something that's not so. We have the Balance of Temperance. So this letting go of needing to like come out with this information or prove it, or it's coming. There's clarity coming around this. But if you can balance this within yourself, first of all, it feels like surrender. You're going, okay, yeah, this information resonates with me. I'm just going to hold off. Because there is some changes coming. Flip. And honestly, I feel like you're not doing this for recognition. You're doing this genuinely to help people. Okay, let's get a few clarifiers for our tarot. Five of Cups on the bottom. This could be draining you. Eight of Wands. We've already had the Eight of Wands. Okay. Can't seem to shuffle these today. I do give a good shuffle in between, so they are shuffled. See, even the cards don't want to move. So it's just time to sort of let this lie, which is we've got the Moon on the bottom again. So we've had the Eight of Wands twice, and we've had the Moon twice. Sorry, this is kind of mixed up, but you're probably feeling a bit like this. You're probably feeling like, what the HE double hockey sticks is happening around here? If you can just let it go, carry on, keep an eye on it, yeah, but kind of let it go. I know it's hard when you know information that they're not receiving. It can hurt you. Feels like it can hurt you by them not knowing it, but oh, we've got two here. Okay, we've got the Moon again with Balance. So we've got a lot of unknowns here. We've got a lot of unknowns here. And so the ending, this is the world. It's about endings. These are all major arcanas, all four of these. These are going to go together. We have the world. It wants to turn around. The world is an ending that happens right before a beginning. But see how it was trapped upside down under the moon? So we're going to acknowledge that and leave it there. And we can get some clarity on what's coming. But for now, we know this unknown, all these things that are being hidden right now. It's okay. It's okay. The ending will come. It's not time. It's not time. I'm going to take them. I don't usually take a whole whack of cards at once, but you've got Six of Swords. This is, I love the card in this deck. That's the Six of Swords, because it looks like she's getting hauled away to prison or something. But no, alas, she is getting pulled into calmer waters and she's just tired. So the ravens are taking her into calmer waters, which is amazing. So, as we said, fear not. The truth will come out. This will ease up for you. But see if you can kind of get into this feeling right now while you're still in the unknown parts of it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to move the Eight of Wands up by the Nine of Wands here. And then we'll have a clear space here. So yeah, Ace of Cups, that is your heart gets a new start. Like all that, I feel like some of you are even feeling anxiety around this. Like you want this known because it's starting to feel very personal here because you feel like it's going to free your heart. But before this unfolds as we're predicting, try to get that sense in your heart that it already has. Because us being affected by other people's outcomes is a large part of what holds us back from joy. So I would say the warrior energy that's coming in for you is standing back and just hanging on. Just hang on. Let people come to that. People come to this on their own. This is such a great message because you're finding your peace whether they know it or not. And you're also being the peacekeeper among them because you're not rocking the boat. You're just like, okay, I'm going to bring myself into these calmer waters and soothe my heart and soul. Ace of Cups, brand new, brand new. How exciting. You don't have to wait for this. You're beginning already. And then with that we have the Strength card. So amazing. Six of Swords. This is why you're leaving the confusion. Yeah, there's still confusion, but you're moving into calmer waters. You're regenerating your soul, your heart, and it's bringing you strength by moving through this before we even have an outcome. That's very beautiful. I've done this and it's like magic. It changes your life. It absolutely changes your life. We have three again. Goodness. And they all kind of come sliding in that way. But this Eight of Swords, you have felt trapped in this situation. And for some of you, this situation's been going up and down. It's a family thing for a long time, and you felt trapped in it. Your identity felt trapped in it. For some of you, it's new. A lot of you, it is family. Eight of Swords. It's like, oh, if only I could be this person. If only I could be free to be, who I truly am. That type of thing. Then we've got the Five of Cups. This is the draining energy. The Nine of Wands is under this. It's the wounded warrior. It's the like, oh, I'm just exhausted. Like, but you're almost there. But I think I think hanging on to this, like until people see the real me, I can't become the real me. That's the Eight of Swords, and that's draining you. Five of Cups. It's like, oh, there's just all my energy, all my energy, all my energy. This clarity that's coming with the King of Swords it has nothing to do with any of these people involved. It's all you. This clarity brings you power, brings you the Emperor. You leave all of this behind. Because when you know yourself and who you are, it doesn't matter if anybody is shocked by who you really are or doesn't believe it or isn't in agreement with it. It just doesn't matter. You know, maybe you've been shy and humble and your family knows you that way, and now you're like, wow, I really feel differently about myself, and I've been looking after myself, and I am worthwhile. And that brings you into the Emperor energy where no one else's thoughts or beliefs or influences have anything to do with your inner power, your inner peace, your inner foundation. Fantastic. So I want to get I want to get an oracle to sort of sum this up. Has a very hermity energy, doesn't it? It's like, go inside, shut off the noise. The Strength and the Emperor both coming through after the moon twice. This just kind of turning your volume down for a while is really bringing you that strength. And to have this buffalo behind you, to me, that's like silent wisdom, quiet wisdom. I have a painting called Quiet Wisdom. Okay, you can't just seem to get one card. You get two or three. The lower world, which is exactly what we're talking about here. It's the moon. It's the going down deep. It's going and fixing things in yourself so that the outer world doesn't matter. The Witness. I'm just going to take a moment because I feel like I need to read something from here. And yes, it's the last card in the book. The Witness that has been by your side all along is now ready to become your ally. We're talking about pulling in warrior energy and help at this point. This is your ally. You thought you were the doer, but today you discover that things happen when you get out of your way. Witness creation unfolding before you. Change reality by finding stillness and letting your true intent reveal itself. Finding stillness. This just brings you, like I said, it felt hermity, like the hermit energy. Definitely, it's being still. It's all these cards are lining up. It's just like, no, you need to dial back from the others and just listen. Okay, Five of Swords upside down. That's gonna to me, that's just saying that's gonna clear your mind. That's gonna help you just let go of all of this round and round and round and round, which drains you. And the blade is very direct. This brings you to a new reality. This is where there's clarity, there's direction. And just for 2 seconds, I'm going to open right on the blade. You're invited to draw your blade and use it. It's not auspicious to hesitate, to waste time for idle talk, or hide from the inevitable. Okay, overcome your fear of hurting others. Unsheath the blade and use it wisely. So, after all this introspection, this inner work, this quiet down, this turning down the volume with others, you come out with clarity. And when you when you go forward with what it is you need to do or want to say or bring forward, you're going to be so clear in it. This will be just an amazing feeling. So this Peacekeeper is bringing you into the Blade energy, and this is after the deep kind of stillness, so you can see what's really real. Hope that helps out, and feel like we got another couple months of this digging deep energy, and then I don't know, I'm excited to see what's coming for us in a few months. So anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time. Hey, welcome to the second reading. If you haven't checked into what your card is yet, we're going to look right now. David, hold the space. Oh boy. Okay. So if you are kind of lost in space right now, you're like, I don't know if I'm coming or going. Everything I try feels unknown. I just don't know where to go. I don't know what to do. I don't know what's next. And it might feel like you're stuck, but not stuck. You're probably aware of the difference. Feeling stuck is one thing, and feeling like I just need to stand here. See, look, even his gaze looks like he's like, oh, I'll just hang out here, see what's going on. So we're asking for what warrior energy might be around and available and helpful for you right now. And it would be that big warrior putting their arm against you, going like, hang on, let's just hold back. In fact, I want to pull a rune stone around that. Okay, I'm going to flip it away from me so I can't see. See what's going on here. Okay, this is like the torch, and it's turned around. So this means like, yeah, you're not. There's something that needs to transform before you see the light. Yeah, this is all about transformation, and it's not an action card. This is waiting. Transformation is not waiting. I am no expert on any of these things, but I feel like transformation takes energy, and it takes sort of alone space, like a butterfly. It's not having a party while it's coming out of the cocoon. It's working. It's just working. Doesn't look like it, but it's working, and that's what you're doing right now. So you're not meant to have the light yet. You're not meant to have this outcome shown to you yet. So I'm going to leave it like that, because that feels very solid and very reassuring. Yeah, it feels very, very reassuring to me. It makes me go, oh, okay, just relax. And for some of you, you feel like, well, if I'm not doing something, I'm not being productive. That is a bunch of you know what, because we're just made to feel like that. Some of the hardest work I've ever done was a few years staring at the wall, staring into space. Like that song John Lennon, Watching the Wheels Go Round. You're you're working through stuff, but to the outside world it looks like this, but you are transforming and you're working hard. So honor yourself in this time, because you're doing some real work, even if it doesn't seem like it. And number 8, justice. Fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. At this time, as you are in this space, stand up for yourself. Get what you need, and don't hesitate, because you're right. You're going to be making decisions, and they're going to be right. Even if people try to talk you out of them, you're going to know you're right. This is the Knight of Pentacles. It's called the Knight of Earth in here. and it's time to buckle down and get things done. So right now you're here, you're coming into this time to buckle down and get things done. Honor your commitments, a guardian angel. You is probably the reason you're feeling like this is because you help a lot of people in your life. Like it's part of your life. It's kind of who you are. In your family situation, you might be one that, just takes things and handles them for the family. And so this and this do not feel good. This just holding space and not knowing it. It's not like you, and it's not you like to get things fixed up. And so that's why this is so difficult for you. But fear not, you're coming into time where it's time to get things done. But first you need that clarity. We're going to get a tarot for each one and then maybe clarify those. What does this reading number 2 need to know? So we had talked about, standing up for yourself, getting what you need, making your choice and moving forward with it. You're not hesitating because, as we mentioned, you're feeling sure. You're feeling sure as you share that and make those decisions, and you notice immediately the payout. You notice it emotionally, and you notice it material wise as well. I'm going to put this one here. You're leaving this space. You're leaving this exhausted space, but you need this time. 10 of Wands talks about leaving that behind. She's like, oh, that I can't be in that anymore. So you're taking this time for transformation and manifestation. It's all kind of happening at once, but you do need to kind of zero in on it, if that makes any sense at all. Then you have 2 cards here. I guess we started something with those 2 because now we have the 9 of Pentacles and 3 of Wands. Look at the difference. This is gray. You're manifesting, but you're manifesting quietly because you're standing up for yourself. You're standing up for your beliefs, what you know is right, even your beliefs in how you're helping others in this scenario that we talked about. And I just know most of you are resonating with what we said here. So yeah, this standing up firmly in your choices because you know they're right, is taking you out of this depleted space. Nothing could grow there. Where you were, it was just give, give, give. Now you're manifesting. Look, he's even sitting on like a green space. Things are growing, but you couldn't grow anything here. It's just gray clay, dirt. Nothing would grow. You're leaving that behind. And we're coming into the 9 of Pentacles, which is great abundance. She's having fun earning. Like, it's not like you want to be done. You're just moving to a different vibration where it's easier to help. And I always see this card, like she's picking pentacles, but I feel like she's helping people. Always in this deck when I see this. So it's interesting that it's falling right under the card that talks about, to me, about you helping others, possibly in the family, or that's just what you do. The 3 of Wands is your ship is coming in. You know your ship is coming in. You can't see it, but you know it's coming in. And so you're waiting. You're waiting during this transformation. You can't see the ship yet. The light's not on it yet, but you know it's coming. Okay, now let's see for the outcome here, because we already have time to buckle down and get things going, get things done. And interesting, you've got the 4 of Cups, the 7 of Pentacles, and the Hermit. So I feel like you're going to come out of this and go, I don't see any growth. I don't feel any different. I don't, I don't know what you're talking about, Brenda. Because you're just waiting. You're waiting for this big blast to come through and your life change and get this light to turn around. But this Seven of Pentacles is talking about you're starting to watch your seeds grow. So for instance, like if you have planted a garden and you go out today and you're like, well, there's nothing coming up there. Like all my work is for nothing. And then tomorrow you go out and you see a little sprout. It's kind of, it's not going to be a burst out transformation. Like I said, nobody might see it. You might, it just feels slow and kind of like the Knight of Pentacles feeling, right? But oh, well, this is actually the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so the Knight of Earth is the Knight of Pentacles. It is slow moving. I just made the connection. It is slow moving and definitely just goes with everything we said here. Interesting. I thought this was a King of Earth, but no, it's a Knight of Earth. So that is the Knight of Pentacles, that slow moving, like you've planted, you've done all these things. I don't see it. I don't see it. Well, hang on. And you'll remember this reading come a couple months from it. You'll be like, this should be going by now. Just hang on. This Hermit energy, I just want to know a little bit more about that Hermit energy. And let's use this deck. Get a clarifier for the Hermit, because it feels like that's kind of where you've been and what you're doing. You're really going deep, soul searching, going, what am I doing? Where should I be going? Why is it coming up again here? Because yes, you're in it right now while you're in that transformation mode, but Queen of Pentacles with the moon on the bottom. The moon is very important. I feel it often goes with, and I'm taking it off the bottom because it feels that important. The moon and the Hermit energy, they almost feel like they go together. This is like things that are unknown, that are covered. We don't know the answer to yet. Maybe some illusions. It's time to figure things out. And the Queen of Pentacles, to me, she's the seed planter. So I feel like this is saying, this downtime that you kind of detest. It's like, oh, not 6 months of inward time again. It's bringing you new seeds to plant. She's like, oh, because I spent like the past year doing all this inner work, who knew that I would have a brand new, yeah, you've planted all these other seeds and they're growing, but there's something different coming in. That information just wormed around. Like, I love how that came in. It feels like the sun, feels like a surprise. So be patient with the seeds you've planted, because you're the type of person who plants a lot of seeds that you might forget where you even planted stuff. And you planted them all at once, so they all need their different times to germinate. That's why you're looking like, well, what did I do all that for? Hang on, it's not over. They're germinating, but yet there's something even different coming here, and I'd love to know what that might be. And so I'm going to dip into a different deck. Okay, that's clear. Breathe. Breath, breathe. Right off the bat, I feel like it's something a little less go-getter. So for instance, right now, say you have a business where you need to keep producing and coming up with new ideas, and is something different than that. It's more in alignment with your meditative side. where you get to enjoy it. So let's need more space here. I better make sure you guys can see, sort of, hey? Ooh, milk and honey. So this new venture that you have no idea what it is. Right now you have no idea. You just have no idea. Let's just line these up like that. Queen of Pentacles, first we're asked to breathe and relax because you don't need to go, go, go. It might be like passive income, that type of thing. But whatever this pentacle is, it's coming in divine timing. And doesn't it look like that's just parachuted in and you're ready to grab it? 13, 14, 15, I think. There's a lot of gold around this. This Queen of Pentacles holding the, oh, look at this circle. She's holding it. So it's divine timing. Okay, so hold this space, get your ducks in a row, get into what you want to do without it reflecting onto you or anybody else. Just what do you want to do? Not to make money. What do you want to do? What will make you happy? I've learned a lot about myself this past year or two. I'm like, I really love gardening and processing my garden food. I mean, I've already always loved cooking and stuff, but I mean every stage of it and trying new things and making that part of my fun has really changed my life. So we got flexible on the bottom. All right, let's get one more tarot just to round this off a little bit. This is exciting. So it's like the calm before the storm. Just be in it because you've got stuff to sort out. You've got things to sort out around your self-worth to you. And often when I'm starting a painting or something, I'll say, I'm just going to pretend that I'm the only one that's ever going to be in this house and ever going to see it. Nobody's ever going to see it. Strength. Yeah. Boom. Get into that mode. If you can make yourself create or find what this new pentacle is just by what you like to do, do not judge if other people will be interested or involved or care. It doesn't matter. You are walking away from that now. You are walking into this time. You are walking into, this is strength where you create or you produce or you go through life on your terms, and it's a lot of strength in getting through this right now. So good job. How exciting if you can just relax into this energy and enjoy your time, because the Queen of Pentacles is marching in. Take care. See you next time. Hey guys, if you chose the third reading, here we are, the Shapeshifter. Transform and unveil your gifts. So we're asking what warrior energy might be around to assist you right now. And if you chose this reading, this is it, the Shapeshifter. So this is about kind of leaving your past, like the things that held you back in the past. You're leaving them behind. You're transforming into the new you. I just want to read that because it's you may have been through many challenges and lows, but now you're in a space of transformation. You're moving beyond your past challenges and honoring your current strengths. That's what I wanted to read. Okay, so some of you are maybe, well, people always see me like this. Like, I am not that person anymore, but will they think this or will they think that if they see me now? This is actually a really large energy right now because a lot of people are changing and even changing your views on things you used to believe, which good for you because I try to stay open to what comes to me energetically, and sometimes my old beliefs are like keeping me from seeing the truth about something. So I don't know, you might be going through something like that too. But let's find out more about this. This is exciting. You're using several energies, but they're definitely energies to help propel you forward. Okay, let's see what's in here. How exciting. And you are very aware of this. You're like, yep, I knew when I picked the third reading that it was going to be this, going to be a strong transformation forward. There's no going back. You might not be finished this yet, but there's no going back. You left no breadcrumbs to follow. Page of Fire, Page of Wands. Whew. This is like the Hierophant, the Unity card, number 5. And Page of Fire, that's like Page of Wands. News of exciting new endeavor. Well, new, everything's going to be new here because you're shape shifting. You're leaving that old pattern of yourself. And it's not just what others think, but that can kind of be your barometer as to how far you've moved through it. So if you are questioning or you are reacting differently or you are acknowledging that you've changed in one respect or another, it's more that you're accepting of your new self than others. Because when you stop questioning it, you won't give two hoots if others are or not. And you have maybe been hiding that side of yourself or weren't aware of it, your creative, confident, and outgoing side. I feel like it's probably always been with you, but maybe when you were younger, you were very shy, which doesn't coordinate with this description. You're very shy on the outside, but yet you were this on the inside. So it's like you're coming into the true you now. You're not leaving the real you behind. You are coming into the true you. And there's mischievous there too. I love that. Maybe loosening up a bit. Like, let's go get into like little trouble or cause some shenanigans. So with the Unity card, number 5 feels important. You might be seeing 5. So that's kind of shaking things up and not letting it scare you. This is traditional viewpoints or methods. Spiritual organizations seek out mentors and like-minded friends. Interesting. That last, seek out mentors and like-minded friends, feels like that might strike a chord in some because we've been burned, right? Okay. Just as I say that, we've been burned. It's like a 10 of cups. 10 of cups is like, that's contentment all around. You learned a lot. Those things that happened with other groups and other mentors and other people, they really taught you that, yeah, your spidey senses were bang on, where you thought maybe you were afraid to choose a group because you weren't sociable enough, or you just were too much of a hermit. Maybe you were just right about those groups. You're coming into that now. You're coming into that wisdom, and because the true you, yeah, the true you wants to spend time with people, but you know your boundaries, and you want your alone time. You want your time with others. And before you felt like it was all or nothing. Like I'm either a sociable person or I am, a hermit. No, you're a little bit of everything, and that's what makes you unique and beautiful. You you need a bit, you know what you need now. And that makes it safe for you to go. Just feel safe in whatever you move forward into. Let's get a few tarot. Yeah, I can hear like, I know I'm transforming. I don't even care what I'm transforming into. You're coming into yourself. And it's like, I don't even need to know what's coming, because I'm so sure that oh my God. Death, Knight of Wands, Six of Wands, and the wow, Five of Pentacles. Do you see something? One of these things, not like the others. This one is not like the others. We went from the Ten of Cups to the Five of Pentacles, which is being left out in the cold. So you can know that part of what kept you from wanting to be, in relationships, or part of other organizations, or part of was old rejection, was the old rejection. This is what you want to leave behind. This is where you're going to get stuck. But oh, I can feel the pressure in my head. So you'll know the difference. You know what's true and false now. You know who's good for you and who's not. This is going to be hard to let go of. That's why it's coming through under the Ten of Cups. But let's start at the beginning. Page of Fire, Page of Wands. And we talked about your transforming. We've been talking about transformation since we began. Transform and unveil your gifts. Death. Death and rebirth. Death is 13. Death is you you being transformed into who you truly are. Can you feel it? You just know it. You're like, oh, my future looks different than it ever has. And I'm kind of curious to see what's coming, but I feel like we're going to get a Tower card too, because you're just going to get like, boom, shocked right into it. Somebody will come riding in like the Knight of Wands. This is like so much inspiration, a lot of passion, creating energy. Just to really, let's do this thing. So you went from death and rebirth to this. And I look at these, just feel good together. This, you're already feeling this energy, but don't forget, you're still transforming. Okay. And under the Hierophant, the Unity card, we have the Six of Wands. This is clearly victory and recognition. You're being recognized for, and I feel like you are recognizing all the work you've done. Looking back, going, wow, I've gained so much because of all of my experiences and all of the insight and wisdom I brought forward from them. Interestingly, we had 4 cards spray over here. I'm going to take them. Queen of Swords, Two of Swords. These are all mine cards. King of Cups, Queen of Cups. King and Queen energy. Wow, you are covering all your bases. Okay, this is amazing, because this card to me means you're making a choice. And I said, you're coming into this transformation energy. You're transforming into the real you, and you're blindfolded, but you're like, I don't care. I know I'm going the right direction. This feels so good. This feels so good. You feel the pull of the wands and the just your intuition is telling you you're on the right track. Keep going. Keep going. This transformation is bringing you so much clarity, but it's also bringing you this passion, this new personality, this fiery personality. Not necessarily fiery, but you know who you are. Okay, that's a better way to put it. And you've got the mental clarity. You've got two queen energies book like bookending your reading. This is the queen brings people together. The queen is nurturing. The queen, she has come into herself and now she is bringing a lot forward, whether she's meaning it to help people or not. You are. Doesn't that feel solid to have them both on the outside? And then we've got the King of Cups in here. You will have or do have maybe not a mentor, but someone you can count on. And this feels so if you're a male, it's it's a partner. If it's a female, it's a partner. It don't get caught up in the queen and king. It's a partner for the queen. So however you see that, I feel like even them seeing you helps you go, wow, now it feels real, like you just needed a witness. That's really nice. Since I keep coming back to this card, I mean, like, how do you get out of that magic of this card? How do you get out of that? Okay, I want to get, oh, here we go. What else do we have to say? Wow. What a way. Okay, we've got the Queen of Swords. Now we've got the Magician's Sword. Confidence in your magic. I don't even want to read the last one yet. Just hang on. I'm not done with this. Sword is beautiful. It looks like it's made out of light and gold. This deck is quite new. I've never even seen this card, but I don't even have to read about it because there's so much to take in from back here. I could probably spend 20 minutes, which don't worry, I won't. But confidence is your magic. We talked about this, you that you knew was inside you before, but you didn't show it to people. You might have been a shy child. Remember we said that? So, but now we've got Page of Fire, this new you. It's not the new you, it's the real you. Outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. Confidence is your magic. Bring forward this real you that you're shape shifting into. Oh, look at that. Dream Thief, refusal of the call. And it's 13. We already had 13 here with the death and rebirth card. You guys, I got to take a minute to read this. This will be the end. So if you don't want to hear this, it's the end of this reading. You can cut out if you want, but I need to see what that's about. Look at that artwork. That's amazing. And I love the crystal ball. Okay, 13. Oh, come on. I need an assistant. Get these things ready for me. Okay. The Dream Thief is a soft and compelling seductress. Her only purpose is to keep you hypnotized by comfort and sameness. She wants you to tell your old stories. Oh my gosh, could this be more perfect? She wants you to tell your old stories over and over so you don't evolve beyond them. Ask yourself whether you are reverting back to familiarity of your original story of why you were wounded or when you were rejected. We talked about that rejection down here with the Five of Pentacles. Do you talk about how your family molded you as a child without also acknowledging that you've already become someone else? This is magical. I hope you're still here. Teaching from an old wound will never allow you a new adventure. Instead, oh wow, bring to mind how you've already changed, remembering that you have new stories to rely and build upon. Do you want to move beyond the barrier of glass you've placed between you and the horizon? Wow. Well, you can, and it's not difficult. Answer the call to a new adventure and drop your resistance to sailing the uncharted seas of your potential. The wind will soothe and sing the dream thief to sleep so that you can wake up and move forward. You are so much more than you know. Now it's time to express what has lain dormant. Your new adventure has already begun. We said that you're already in this energy, but even if you don't know what it is, it's because there's been a block there and you're going to power through it. That was so beautiful. Sorry for the slow reading. I was trying to absorb the meaning as I read the words to you, but that's magical. We don't need any more cards. That's amazing. Well, this shapeshifter warrior is really helping you out. Grab hold of those feathers and that fur and be guided into your new real you. Wow. See you next time. Okay, the fourth reading. She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. Wow. So it's time to connect or reconnect with your rebellious side. She-Wolf is all about the wilderness and just getting out there, really kind of being a rebel and seeing what's happening, not holding yourself back on that, safe kind of path. Interesting. So do you feel like maybe you've held yourself back? Like, well, no, people will think this, people will think that. There's a lot around what others think right now. And I mean, there always is. That's what society is built on. Goodness. It's crazy, really, what others think. Why does it matter? What do you think? What's something new you want to try? What's something you want to do again? I'm just going to have a quick look here. I know I'm using this book a lot today, but I just feel like there's some really deep stuff to have a look at. Yeah, the she-wolf represents the energy of the wilderness and the unknown, and it encourages you to be free and unchained and go beyond boundaries. And these are boundaries that you've put up for yourself. That's some key points I wanted to hear from the book. So, Page of Earth. You are very dependable, patient, successful. This says you're going to get some good news about financial matters. I feel like it's more about like an unexpected check, or you know what I mean? Like, oh, I didn't even know we were getting that kind of thing. And I feel like it's more than one. And if this happens to you, it seems like it represents the time that you're in. It's like, go ahead, live a little. Take a chance. There's abundance coming in, or there's surprises. There's things that are going to be happening in the future that there's no way you can plan for. So be reasonable, but also maybe take a chance or two. Oh, wow. Wow, you've got water, earth, and fire. All we need is air. Okay, I'll take one more card. And then we're going to dig into these a bit. How wonderful. Page of water, Page of Cups, Page of Earth, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands, and Three of Pentacles, Three of Earth. So you've got two Earth and Queen of Fire at the end, who is totally a she-wolf. I mean, the Queen of Wands, she is outgoing, confident, warm, intelligent, graceful. There we have the descriptions right there. And on the bottom, number 4, the Emperor. This is who you are. This is a foundation for you. You may resonate with this very deeply. The Emperor is such a strong foundation. So I feel like a lot of you haven't lost this. Like you're in it. You just almost like renewing your vows to yourself with, wow, that's who I truly am. Why have I been watering myself down? Three of Earth, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work. Be a team player. Okay, I feel like this is where you might have trouble, is being a team player or wanting to be on a team. And that's okay, because you are a go-getter. Like you probably out cross country skiing by yourself in the bush, or maybe going on a motorcycle trip on your own or something like that. That is who you are at the core. But we do like to step out once in a while with some other people. It's good to do that, even if you are a she-wolf. So just a happy reminder. And the Page of Water talks about a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. This talks a lot about intuition and artistic and being sensitive, intuitive. So the more you're going to open your heart, I feel like you can find a new space in your heart that you didn't know was there. And that sounds crazy, but I actually know how that feels. It's like, wow, I didn't even know what that was. Like, what was that? That was my heart? Wow. I felt that in my heart chakra, that type of thing. It's like, what was that? So this is amazing. You're opening into that. You tend to want to just be on your own, which is great, but something's opening up for you. And Three Pentacles is all about working with others too, or building a little team, or being open to help from others, or being part of something with others. So definitely you are coming into some sort of partnership, or you get what I'm saying, right? It's coming in. So just to kind of be open to that, because you're just going to amplify your true nature. It's not going to take away from who you are. It's going to amplify it you're going to see the difference. And then I love that you've got a page on either side of you. So yeah, you're the she-wolf, but pages are all about new and a beginner's mindset. So there's something very new coming in regarding people, and also your material world, like your finances and work and that type of thing, a new area of study. So yeah, very new. You know this, you have your foundation. We had the Emperor stating that this is who you've always been. This is your foundation, but there's something new that's wanting to come in. So just open up enough to let that in, and it's just going to, I love that we've got the Queen of Fire on the end, which is in my mind, the same as the she-wolf. Stretch your wings and fly. Don't underestimate yourself. Assert your independence and creativity. Yeah, there's a lot about creativity in here. And we talked about your independence already, which is great. You never need to lose that. Doesn't hurt to mix with others. In fact, it's just going to enrich your life. So now we'll get some tarot. I'd like to get one for each clarifier. The Three of Earth and the Three of Swords. Okay, so this is about working with others. It's never worked out for you in the past. I heard you loud and clear when I was up here, but now I hear you again. It's like, no, 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 no. That never worked out for me in the past. Um, Spirit hears you, but you have grown. You've changed your vibration. You're attracting different energies towards you. And if you're attracting the same old hurtful energies or people towards you, you might want to look at what you could do to change your vibration. But I don't think that's any of you. You're like, no, I know what happens when I do that, when I get in a group or I, trust someone or ask for help. Okay. I was going to come back and get a clarifier. I'm going to get one right now to clarify this. And I'm just going to pull the first card. Yeah, the Hierophant. You've raised your vibration. And healing this is one of the huge things that does raise your vibration. Okay. And this other group or this other person has a very high vibration, and you will recognize it. There's a lot of magic happening right here. You thought you were like, no, I know me. I know everything about me. I know what's going on. I'm awesome. But hang on, there's more. So you've got the Page of Cups here, which talks about being intuitive, friendly, sensitive, all that. And under there, you've got the High Priestess. And there's a straight line. There's a lot of pink here. You might be attracted to pink lately. This opening, this part of your heart, and healing this old broken Three of Swords, things don't work out in that department for me. This is impossible. That's an illusion. These things can't happen. You're healing that, and you're changing the world. I just heard you're changing the world. Not just your world, but you're changing the world. Oh, wow. Seven of Wands. Stand your ground. Stand your ground. Trust your intuition. Chances are you get that zing in your solar plexus, and it's probably been happening a lot lately. You're kind of balancing your spidey senses a bit too, your intuition. So there's a lot of anxiety in the world right now. And so you're picking up on some of that, but balance out that solar plexus. It's going to be important for you coming in. And don't let it stop you from this. Don't let it stop you from opening to that part of your heart. That's how you open your intuition more. That's how you become more intuitive. Okay, we're going to bypass the she-wolf, and we're going to get a clarifier for Page of Earth, please. There you go, loud and clear. Eight of Pentacles. And the bottom card, Three of Wands. So this is about good news coming in, financial, all that. Right now, while you're assessing everything you've done, having a look at what you need, what you don't need, kind of honing your skills business-wise. Financially, you've probably been getting rid of some bills that you didn't really need. Like, I never watched this stream, or this, I don't need this app, or something you're paying for. Those things add up, and I feel like you're really kind of fine-tuning that. And as you do, there's money coming in from other areas too. It's like you get rid of two payments that you don't need, and then you get a check from someone totally different. So you're getting rewarded in bigger ways. But You've got the Three of Wands with that. That is, you're doing the work and you don't need to see it. You don't need to see an immediate outcome, but you're changing and you're changing your vibration for the good. There's more pink. There's more pink for you. So that has probably been coming through. And something new, I have rose quartz on my brand new pendulum. And this is rose quartz. It's just very faint. So if you're being attracted to that type of pink, or any pink for that matter, that might be a clarifier too for this reading. Okay, there's our next two cards. Two of Wands. You're choosing something different this time. This, you've always gone on you've always taken your little Volkswagen bus, say. And this time you're going to choose to fly, something totally different, which brings us back to here. You've been kind of set on not doing some things. And this time, this Queen of Wands, she's the she-wolf. She's waking up and she's saying, no, we're doing it. If I hate it, so what? So what? At least I did it. I know I don't like it. Or, oh, wow, I actually love that. I can't believe I've waited this long. And clarifying the Two of Wands is the Emperor. We saw the Emperor at the bottom of the deck to begin with, to go with the she-wolf, remember? Let's set that here, because and as I said in the beginning, because this is who you are. This is who you are. But you've watered yourself down, or you've allowed it, or I don't know, like this isn't a no blame game, you know that, right? It is. We're talking about what was meant to be. Yeah, that was meant to happen, right? And you're meant to come into this transformative time where you go like, wait a minute, that would have never, that would have never stopped me before. Something got watered down. It's just, it happens to all of us because it's easier to just stay over here than it is to mix it up more. But that's all changing. Look at all the pink all across the board. That's amazing. And to have the Queen of Fire and the Emperor, and I mentioned the Queen of Fire was like the she-wolf herself, and the Emperor, clearly who you are. It's like you're renewing your she-wolf vows or something with the Emperor clarifying these. I can't even talk right now. I mean, it's just like you feel it. You're like, can there be any more signs? See if there's anything here. Otherwise, yeah, Ten of Wands, you're leaving that blandness behind. You've talked yourself into some bland times because you're like, whew, I am exhausted. I'm exhausted from being in that energy. So you've watered yourself down a little bit. It's just sort of made everything gray instead of black or white, but something's changing. I'd like one more clarifier for the other side of the she-wolf, please. Two of Swords, you're choosing intuitively. You're like, I can't decide, but you already have decided. Like the writing's on the wall. You know which way you're going. You know which way you're going. This is the stuff you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind the indecision, because at this point you're probably feeling like I said, I don't even care. Like you don't even care what's coming, because you know it's what's meant to be, and it's going to be amazing, just as your spirit intended. Moon Maiden, new beginnings. Number 10, diving into a task on the left there. But so with the she-wolf, now we have Moon Maiden, new beginnings. I'm going to take a moment to look that up. As I said, I haven't had this deck long, and also I can't memorize every book of every deck, that's for sure. But I love the New Beginnings because you're in the same foundation. You're just, as we mentioned, renewing your vows of that foundation and amping that up, getting rid of the indecision. You've chose everything correctly. You've intuitively chose things correctly. You're leaving this blandness behind. Okay, Moon Maiden, number 41. New ideas, beginnings, curiosity. The Moon Maiden arrives to offer you a new beginning, a new face and facet of yourself that is aching to be shown to the world. Those qualities that you have been quietly cultivating are ready for the limelight. The secrecy was important, for it protected your new face and kept what was precious close to your heart. But now is the time to come forward in full splendor. This is rounding up everything we just said. Announce the new you to yourself first. Reveal it slowly to the world like a waxing moon. Allow others to be surprised by how mature and grown up this side of you is. You might have, and I'm not reading the book right now, but you might have feared that she-wolf side of yourself because it's so forceful, so powerful, but you're changing that now. Now is time to set yourself free. The Moon Maiden belongs only to herself, and she is summoning the parts of you that challenge convention, that refuse to be intimidated, and that cannot be tamed or put into a golden cage. The Moon Maiden invites you to shine with your own light. Could this be more accurate? Wow. To have radiant curiosity and to ask anyone who offers you a mouthful of dogma, why do you believe this is so? Question everything others assume is a given, and do not collide with the drama around you. Become an unpredictable being, yet immensely reliable friend. The Moon Maiden invites you to answer only to yourself and reminds you that you are not anyone's property. Be true to your soul's calling, even as some around you in a relationship or job want to capture your light inside a bottle. You know how to rise to the occasion, just as unfailing as the moon does. When the time comes, you return to darkness and become enshrouded in mystery until you are ready to return. Oh, well, my legs are all goosebumps. All of me feels like one big goosebump. Um, and this has been a long time coming. Knight of Pentacles, my goodness. You've been working on this for a long time. Three of Pentacles, yes. Spirit's been with you the whole way. Okay, this Moon Maiden, if you need to listen to that again, this is a powerful description of she-wolf too. So I feel like they're meant to go together. And I hope you enjoyed the reading and take care. I'll see you next time.